When you're hiring a property manager, there's a lot of great questions that you can ask. I'm going to give you three to start out with that I think are important, sometimes overlooked, and sometimes people don't know why they ask them. So the first one's going to be, how long has the property management company been in business? Now, this is important for two reasons. One, it indicates stability, and the other one is it implies experience, right? If a company's not been around very long, they may not be that stable, which means you might have to find a new property manager in a short period of time if they're not there next year. Now, the experience component is even more important because you don't want necessarily them learning on your dime, right? You want to make sure this person has experience because we all know that experience in the field is far more important than any sort of classroom experience you might get by reading a book, going to a course, etc. So experience is going to save you money, it's going to save time, it's going to make everything a lot more efficient. So making sure that that team and that company has robust experience is going to be really critical for you as an owner. So find out what that includes, what that is. Now, the third thing I would want to find out about in the interview process is if they're a local company. There are some companies that, they're managing entirely remotely from different places, or maybe they're not really from the area. They've just expanded into the area, but it's not a focal point. Now, a lot of times what happens is if they don't specialize in a particular area, they're going to lack intimate knowledge of that neighborhood, which means they're not going to know how to price the property appropriately. They're not going to understand the tenant demographics in that area. And they're also not going to be, maybe as aware of the nuance and some of the rules and regulations. So whether it comes to rules that don't come up very often, or more importantly, understand how to navigate the court system there, because different laws are interpreted differently, that could pose problems for you. So you're going to want to ask if they're local, you want to know the size of the company and how long they've been in business, and that should be a good starting point for some great questions.